to Latitude Adjustment. This is our video update for our Labor Day sail to Miami.
We had a friend that bought a new sailboat and wanted a buddy boat to go to Miami. So our plan was to leave Friday night and anchor at Peanut Island.
Yep.
And leave at sunup and then sail or motor sail down to Miami and spend the weekend down there.
So we did. We went to Peanut Island and we spent the night there. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
We spent the night there.
We had a lovely dinner and
I think we had steak.
what did we have the first night?
I think it was steak.
I thought it was the little hamburger thing.
Ooh, it was hamburgers.
It was hamburgers. We had hamburgers, and I don't normally make hamburgers, but I did this time, and they were good.
I cooked the hamburgers.
You cooked the hamburgers.
Right.
So then first we had a nice evening, a nice rest, got up first thing in the morning, and we head out the inlet and went south, and we motor sailed all the way down to Miami. We considered stopping, maybe Boca, and spending the night there, and we thought, no, you know what, we're making good time, we might as well get all the way down there and start enjoying the weekend.
So we ended up at the Miami Harbor entrance at just about sundown, I think it was.
It was close to sundown, yeah.
So we came in the shipping channel, the current was pushing us in, so it was actually an easy way on the way in. And we ended up anchoring at Virginia Key, which has a good protection and also a nice view of the city.
And as the sun set and then the moon came up and all the lights of the city on South Miami, it just lit up the sky. It was very pretty, very picturesque.
It was summertime Florida, and it was like 89 degrees at night, so we did end up running the generator, and we had air conditioning in our cabin, which was nice.
Very comfortable. Watched a movie.
We watched a movie. I think we watched Black Sails.
Yeah, so not really a movie, but if anybody knows about the Stars Channel and Black Sails, we watched the whole series, but we like watching it over again, so.
So the next morning we woke up in Virginia Key, and right around sunup we motored south through the bridge. We went out past Cape Florida Lighthouse at No Name Harbor, and we went to the Bowerly Rocks, which has a lighthouse on it, which is about 7 miles offshore of Miami. The weather was perfect. There was no swell in the ocean. It was flat. The visibility at the lighthouse was nice.
Yep.
We anchored the boat. Actually, we tied up to one of the mooring buoys there on the reef. There were some other boats that were anchored on the reef, which was kind of strange, since there were mooring poles available. We actually flew the drone for the first time off the sailboat.
We did.
Yeah.
That was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Hoping it would come back and safely land on the boat without going in the water.
So I took off, and we were able to fly around a little bit and see the reef, see the lighthouse, saw the boat from the air. And then landing was really a non-event, but we ended up landing right on the front trampoline, which worked out well.
And it was beautiful snorkeling. Got in the water and it was crystal clear, and it was like swimming through a forest of sea fans. It was beautiful and so many tropical fish. I really enjoyed that snorkel.
Where we anchored, there really wasn't a lot of elevation changes on the bottom, but it was just a bed of sea fans for the most part. Little areas of coral and sand, but for the most part just sea fans. And lots of parrotfish and angelfish and sergeant majors.
Boxfish.
Boxfish. Saw a few cuttlefish.
Yep. Oh, and lobster.
Oh, we saw a lobster.
Yep.
He was not happy when I tried to pull him out of his hole.
He starts messing with him. He's like, hello, little lobster. He did not like that, so we left him alone, though.
And then we went back and anchored off of Cape Florida Lighthouse, right outside No Name Harbor.
Yep.
But it was Labor Day weekend, and everyone with a boat in Miami was out. So
And going really fast.
Yes, very fast through the anchorage, or I guess it was really a channel, so it's not their fault they were going fast. But
a lot of people anchor there, so that was a little odd. So we had anchored there, and then these boats would come through, and it was just way too rocky.
Yep, so we went ahead and pulled the anchor and headed back towards Virginia Key for the night. And on the way back, all the boats, it was late in the evening, so all the boats were heading back to wherever they came from, and the wakes were so bad in the intercoastal. It was almost scary bad.
It was scary bad. That was like some of the worst seas we've ever encountered. I don't even know how else to explain it, but super mega yachts. It was, you know, a lot of really interesting boats down there.
It was kind of interesting. The boats would go by, and then the jet skis would jump their wakes, and all the girls would flash their titties.
Did you, honestly, why? Why do you?
We saw that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there were young girls that would flash their
titties when the jet skis jumped their wakes. It was kind of scary, though.
You didn't look very scared.
I was navigating. Right.
Right.
So we made it back to Virginia Key, had another night there, uneventful. Our friends were in the marina at Miami Beach Marina.
Yes.
So they had a slip there, very nice marina. But that's not what we enjoy, so we decided to anchor out. And we had generator and air conditioning, so it was...
Which they don't have.
Right, they don't
so
have
I
air
understand that.
conditioning.
I would not want to be anchored out with no air conditioning, and it's 90 degrees in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Miserably hot.
I don't blame them for going to a marina.
Yeah.
So then, about 5 o'clock in the morning, we pulled anchor at Virginia Key, and we were heading out the shipping channel in Miami as all the cruise ships were coming in for the morning.
That was interesting.
Yeah, so we were passing by these cruise ships within probably 50, 100 feet of us, and in the pitch dark, all you could see is the blinking channel markers.
It was just various blinking lights, and you're thinking, okay, I hope I'm going through this correctly. I hope I'm not going to run into anything. There was just no other light but these blinking red and greens.
And then we made it outside the shipping channel and made a turn to the north.
Yep.
And the seas were super flat. There was not a lot of action going on, but there was a little bit of wind, so we had a wind, not quite a broad reach, but kind of a reach into the wind a little bit. Maybe 60 to 50 degrees off our nose. Well, it was good sailing all the way home. And we did choose to motor sail home, even though we had pretty good wind. Our friends had left earlier. In fact, they left the night before to head home, and they did it overnight in Boca.
So we needed to catch up.
Right. So we were still in Miami. They were in Boca. We left maybe an hour before them, and we were motor sailing. But with the Gulf Stream pushing and the wind and the motors, occasionally we saw 10.5 knots.
That was
GPS speed on the boat, which is pretty unbelievable. Our actual through the water speed maybe topped out at 8.5 knots, but that was still pretty respectable for our little boat. And we ended up passing them right around the breakers off of West Palm Beach. They were close to shore, and we were out at the Gulf Stream, so we had pretty good speed advantage, and made it back to our dock pretty early in the afternoon on Monday, right?
It was Monday, Labor Day. So the sail home, the motor sail home was very good. It was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful sail, and couldn't really ask for much more than that. Made it home, cleaned everything up, and...
So we made it home, and then we found out we have a Hurricane Irma bearing down on us. So now we go back into prep mode. We stripped the head sail and the mainsail and all the canvas off the sailboat. We went ahead and started preparing the house, getting the shutters up, cleaning the yard, and getting all the paddle boards put away.
Everything put away.
Everything
stowed away, taken in, closing the shutters, preparing everything else inside the house, doing everything that we need to do to prepare for this possibly catastrophic event. So taking this one seriously. Irma, and I lovingly like to refer to her as Mamacita. she's a little scary.
And we just finished tying the boat down, so we moved it out away from the dock, maybe 10 feet away from the dock, and ran lines across to the other side of the canal to pretty much suspend it out in the middle of nowhere. So the boat should be okay for any surge that comes through, and I don't expect the winds in the channel to be too bad. But yeah, we're ready. We're still probably 48 hours away from the winds really hitting hard.
Yep.
So right now it is...
She's downgraded to a Category 4 as of now, and she's still a day and a half to a couple of days away from making landfall, actually more like a day and a half from making landfall in Miami. That is the plan right now, and she looks like she's veering a little more west, which is to our favor.
Yeah. We're shooting this video, it's Friday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we still have a lot of prep time. We keep looking at the boat, keep readjusting lines, because we know once the storm starts, there's really nothing you can do. It's either get it right the first time, or you have to walk away and let it do its thing.
Right. And we do have our plan in place. We have a bag packed. We are ready to get out of here and evacuate to safer ground if it is necessary, but we are not taking any chances on this one. This one's serious.
Yep, and we'll be back to film another video for the aftermath of Irma.
That's right. And if we can, a few in between.
You're so silly. You just want to be a weather girl.
I have hurricane nuts in my hair.
Yeah.
This one's bigger than this one, so we actually have two hurricanes. So this one's Irma and this one's Jose. I'm full on.